asshole bosses. I'm sure we've had plenty of them. But how I dealt with them? My very first job working cleaning, we had a guy. We had a good guy. He was kind of tough, but he had moved on, and then all of a sudden we had this guy named Vinny. And Vinny just like rode everyone and gave everyone grief. So I got just this camera, but he just was not the nicest person. I remember being like a young kid and being like, aggressive, a wise ass and stuff. Luckily, he got fired 3 months later. Believe it or not, on Christmas Eve, oddly enough. People all felt bad. I didn't, but. And then we had a guy named Ed. This is, I think by now I'm like a junior in high school. By the time I was a senior, Ed had gotten a new assistant, a guy named Ray. Then all the pain came back. Another asshole boss, one of those know-it-alls. Because he did this, he knows this, and all this other stuff. And I was a wise ass to him. I ended up quitting, and they ended up letting me go early. I was already graduated. I was starting to bartend, so I was going to leave anyway. But I noticed that being that whole aggressive thing didn't help. It didn't help. Now, I'm not talking about problems with a boss like anything of like a violent nature or an assault nature or, harassment. I'm not talking really about that. I'm just talking about someone that's an asshole in general. And I've learned over the years, I've had a few others. The best thing is just to ignore it. I know it's not really, it seems like an easy answer, but it's ignoring it and then learning how to just kind of, when they say I did something wrong, even though I know I didn't, I'll be like, all right, just do better next time. I'll give you an example. A friend of mine was saying about where he worked, a guy's wife, his coworker's wife had a catering business. And he would sometimes work on the weekends. When they need him on the weekend, they couldn't get in touch with him. This was before cell phones. This is the 90s. And he went and told them, he's like, oh, I was working with the wife. Oh, no, you're supposed to be available for us and all that other stuff. I told my friend, your friend's got to learn to just be like, well, I was out. I'm sorry. No one has to know that. Your wife's got a catering business. As you see, I'm throwing the ball to Brandy. Just in case you wonder why things are flying behind me. No one needs to know about your wife's catering business or what you do on the side. No one needs to know your side hustle. Just, all right, just couldn't get into contact with me. That's all. It's none of their damn business. For sure. I've had a lot of side hustles. And yeah, I got in trouble because someone called me in the office because they overheard me talking about personal chef work. This was a corporate job. This place went out of business. It already got resold out. So they were assholes in general. Like everybody. Snotty girl behind me. There's always one. Screw her and screw them. And, I'm not going to stop making money on the side because of you. Because you overheard me saying this and all that. The hell? People need to mind their own business. So, how to deal with that? This is kind of like two things in full. Dealing with the assholes. You just kind of, you got to learn how to, as a friend of mine's mom, God rest her soul, Elaine, told me, it's not kissing ass. It's you just bend a little bit. You work a little overtime even though you don't want to. You do certain things even though you don't want to. You take a little grief. You make them look good. Just not to kiss their ass, just to keep them at bay. So, yeah, and that's what I've dealt. Right now, I pretty much don't have a job, so I don't have to worry about that. The last contract I did, this guy was an okay guy. There was a guy there I didn't like, and I think that's why they ended the contract early. We were kind of getting at each other. So, those things happen. Screw 'em. You can stay there and do all that bullshit while I'm home. So, yeah, everyone, thanks for subscribing. Please like, please share. I do this because I like doing it. I want to do more. We're doing interviews soon. Reached out to a few people, and also I'll be showing some of my cooking segments from my other show on here. So I hope you enjoy them. So everyone enjoy your Sunday. And Brandy is grunting behind me, just in case you wonder what that noise is. And enjoy. Sunday fun day. Peace. Hey, it's Chef Ricardo, and please subscribe. I have no friends. Thank you.